Howdy, howdy, Legends. Zephyr, professional Apex Legends caster and analyst here for another Apex Legends video. Today, we're diving into the ranks of Apex Legends with our comprehensive guide of how to climb through each rank all the way from unrated through platinum and eventually reaching Apex Predator. So let's jump right into it after our question of the day. What is your target rank this split? Let us know in the comments and come back if this guide helps you reach it. Ranked overview. Before we dive into each rank in detail, let's take a step back and look at the ranked system as a whole. What ranks are there and how does it work? Plus, what is the matchmaking like? Apex Legends has the following ranks in this order: Rookie, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Masters, and the coveted Apex Predator rank. Each of Rookie, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Diamond have internal tiers. Gold 4, 3, 2, and 1, for example. Masters and Apex Predator, though, are standalone ranks. Rookie is, as the name would suggest, the lowest introductory rank. Diamond is where you consider yourself an advanced player, and then Masters and Apex Predator are for the most skilled and elite players. Only the top 750 players are able to hold the rank of Predator, with then everyone else who gets out of Diamond also being assigned then a Masters rank. The Pred cap, as it is known, moves up or down with the RP total of the 750th player. You have a total RP number, and then there are thresholds of RP you must meet to rank up. For example, to reach Masters or Predator, you need at least 15,000 RP. Now, each match has an RP buy-in, and then you are awarded points for both placements and kills. The amount that you pay to buy in is the biggest way that rank changes as you move up the ladder. A Bronze 4 player has a 10 RP buy-in, at Gold 4 this is up to 34 RP, and a Diamond 4 player has a 58 RP buy-in. The buy-in changes with each rung rather than tier, so Gold 4 and Gold 3 will have slightly different entry costs. This means you can lose RP, and if you lose enough RP to drop into a lower rank, you get 3 games of demotion protection. If you do demote, you demote to halfway through the previous rank's top tier, so you can't get stuck bouncing between ranks game after game. You get RP for placing, and with placement awards starting at 13th and increasing steadily. You also get points for kills and assists, but the higher you place, the more RP you get per kill or assist. So 1 kill in 14th place is worth 1 RP, but that same kill, if you win the game, earns you 25 RP. If your team kills someone and you don't get a kill or assist, you get at least 50% of the value participation. There's also a modifier for the ranks you face. Killing someone higher ranked than you gives you a significant bonus, and killing people ranked way below you is significantly less valuable. It sounds confusing, but it's a lot simpler in-game than it seems on paper. If you're serious about improving, head on over to ProGuides.com where you can access all of our courses and bootcamp content for just $7.99. And if personalized coaching is more your speed, you'll get 10% off any session with any of our pros. Check out the link in the description and let's go. General tips. Now, while we're going to dive into some specific tips and tricks and best practice for climbing the ranks, there is one general tip that applies to every rank. Improve your aim. Clearly, the more shots you hit, the better you'll be. There are a lot of ranked specific tips and tricks, but simply winning your fights and having better mechanics than the other 59 players in the lobby will make a world of difference. Check out an aim trainer like Aim Labs. It's a great way to practice and improve on your weaknesses. Couple that with playing the game as much as you can and you'll see improvement in no time. Why not make a quick 15-minute Aim Lab session your warm-up before your ranked games? Rookie. In Rookie, there is 0 buy-in cost. If you survive to 13th, you will gain RP. So this rank really is just an introductory one. Anything goes here. Super aggressive fight has no risk, but equally you could sit in a building all game, never shoot your gun, and still climb pretty easily. Bronze and Silver. Bronze is the first time that we're faced by any sort of entry cost, but it's still pretty low stakes. It is safe to say that the games in Bronze aren't really going to feel much different to your pub matches. To climb through Bronze as quickly as possible, we really need to get kills. The lobbies will die off pretty fast, and there's a potential to gain 300 to 400 RP a game easily if we can put down some decent kill totals and place well. So let's keep active and keep moving in these lobbies. If something does go wrong and you die before 13th, the RP losses should be minimal. In Silver, you can follow the same formula if you feel confident enough. The risks are obviously starting to increase here, so make sure that you take a bit more care on the fights to minimize risk. It's not worth getting third-partied, but also simply sitting in a corner and doing nothing the entire game is going to really slow down your climb and waste a lot of potential. Still, even if you do learn a couple of hard lessons, the losses aren't going to bite that hard. Gold. In Gold, a few bad games can cause a bit of an issue to a swift RP gain. The matchmaking will still pair us with mostly Gold and Silver players though, so there will be a fair share of newbies, giving us the chance to apply a little bit of experience to really keep those losses to a minimum. The formula is simple. We need to make sure that at this point, our kills are really worth something. Now, we won't see any noticeable RP if we're racking up some early kills, but not starting to back that up with placement. Remember, as well as getting RP rewards for placement, we also get more points per kill the later into the game we go. So, we need to take some early opportunities. Don't be afraid to contest, or better yet, third-party a contest. Then, with some kills in your pocket, you need to move away from the bronze and silver mentality of just fighting over and over again with no fear. Look for an advantageous fight, where positioning benefits you or you're thirding an engagement. If we can get at least 4 to 6 KP and then make top 5, you'll be gaining some pretty solid points and Gold will fly by in no time. Platinum. Plat is where the RP losses really start to bite. So, some core rules start to come into play. If you've been solo queuing up until now but do have some friends to play, it might be worth squatting up. Number 1, legend choices matter. We haven't mentioned legend choices at all yet because it doesn't really matter as long as you know what legend you're playing. Now, we need to make sure we have some balance to the team. Stronger legends like Valkyrie come into play and have much more value. Number 2, risk. We need to minimize early risk when RP losses are at their worst. In particular, that means taking silly contests. If there are 3 teams at a POI, there's a good chance that both teams could focus you and you pretty much can't do anything 3v6. In principle though, the game plan stays pretty much the same. At this rank, there's no real hope of ever getting out of Platinum if you aren't getting kills. Equally, if we take a fight or 2 and then die early, we'll be back to Gold in no time. So, still need to find opportunities, but safe ones. Taking positions to gatekeep teams later in the game, third-partying fights, and ensuring that any combat you find yourself in is isolated to avoid being thirded yourself. Also, prioritize staying alive and avoid those large negatives. Diamond. Essentially, Diamond follows the same rules as Platinum, but if you are a solo queue player in Diamond, it's really time to speak up and take the lead. Grab a microphone and start calling the shots and leading your squad. Things like clearly communicating that you should rotate or to fight together and push something will really help the cohesion of your randoms. Don't be afraid to cut ties and rat the game out to reduce losses or even make gains if you already have some kills. In Diamond, you must be putting some kills down to gain any RP. But as the players get more and more skilled, be prepared for the grind to slow down. In particular, because in Diamond lobbies, you'll also be matched with Masters and Predator players, that means every mistake will be punished to the extreme. So, being happy with maybe just one fight entering the final 5 squads will keep the risks low, but give you a solid RP base for the endgame. By always making the final few teams, any losses will be minimal. Better to gain 10 RP than lose 50. Masters and Predator. Finally, the very top ranks. If you are solo queue, it gets tough here. To reach Pred, you need to keep up with the Pred cap, which means having a lot of time to play the game on a consistent basis. But in principle, the recipe is simple. You need 5 or 6 KP a game, and then to place inside the top 5. Of course, at this level, it's a lot easier said than done. You ideally need a consistent 3-stack of players, top aim, and to understand advanced mechanics both movement and in the game. top map knowledge, understanding of the meta, and comfort using all weapons. From all of us here, best of luck in your ranked games. And until next time, Legends.